Hi. Welcome back. It's going to be the last episode of this year. It's been a really long time. I think it's been, I don't know, it's been pushing a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I've just been busy. And my brain's been my brain's been so loud I haven't been able to do this. Um, it is December. Shoot, I think it's the 29th. I think it's the 29th. So I am 44. I had a birthday. Congratulations to me. And Christmas happened and um I figured I'd get one in. I figured I'd do episode 20 before the end of the year. So this would be episode 20. And if you've made it this far, I want to thank you for making it through 20 episodes of my nonsense. And I don't know why my voice sounds like this. I feel like it sounds super raspy and low today. It is blustery outside. We are hitting a windstorm, which means that I'm going to have a whole bunch of trash from the restaurants in my yard. There was just a dog behind me and I didn't watch her walk away. So that's, I don't know where she is. So yeah, it's windy today. Christmas came and went. I got myself this. This is the Asher House. I bought myself some stuff recently for a whole bunch of um I can't stop spending money on things I should spend money on, like the Asher House and the We Rate Dogs. And Russ's mom got me a bracelet, and I picked this bracelet because when you buy one, it feeds 16 stray dogs. I did buy stuff for myself. I'm awful at giving presents too. I don't know. I'm 44, right? I'm 44. And every time I say that, I want to die. And not, I said this on my birthday. I don't feel like I'm 44, right? I should be dead. I should have died at 29. And if not before then, I drove drunk so many times, but definitely at 29, the wrong way down the highway, you should be dead. So I should have died at 29. So I'm in overtime, right? I'm in extra innings. I've been in extra innings for 15 years. And I don't feel like a grown up, like ever. Like I just don't feel like a grown up. I've gained some weight. No softball. We just little. It's not like discernible. I don't feel it, but it's there, and I feel it's just there. So 44 just sounds weird because I don't feel like I'm 44. I don't feel like I'm in my 20s because my 20s I was stupid, but I still like I don't know, maybe somewhere in my 30s. But so I bought myself stuff. Like if I figure out I need it or I want it, I just buy it because I have money. So I don't know if you can see. So see this earring? I was going to bed one night and I realized I lost one. And so I bought new ones. They're right here. I bought new ones. I've got them, but I don't know if you can tell. I've been rocking. I've been a pirate. I've been a pirate for like a month. I just been rolling around with one hoop earrings. Arg. I've just done that. And then I saw a mouse today twice. And so I've got this Death Valley set up in my kitchen. I killed one recently, but I still have Death Valley set up in my kitchen, but they're not coming from there, they're coming from my bedroom. So I need to tear this place apart again and figure out where they're coming from. But I haven't wanted to do it, so I haven't done it. So my brain, it's loud. I haven't been sleeping much. And Russ the other day hypothesized that maybe I just don't need that much sleep to get by, which is possible, but I'm tired. So I would like to hypothesize that hopefully he is wrong and maybe shit's just loud in there. And so I'm just not sleeping because I got too much stuff upstairs that I haven't unloaded. Hi, bud. This guy got out last night. I had two girlfriends over. When my friend Sammy came over, she didn't shut the front door all the way. And so Freddie got to go out front for a minute, which is only terrifying because he doesn't have a collar to drag his ass back inside with. So I had to go outside. And while he was peeing, I waited until he was done peeing because I wasn't going to get peed on. And then I picked him up and carried him back inside. I live on a busy enough street that the idea of this guy running away, well, you don't want your dog to run away because you love them. But probably get hit by a car. So yeah, yeah, but again, so one earring, like a month, man. I've just had one earring and I have other earrings and I've just had one. So I'm stuck in the things aren't important until they're important. Like I did put away all of the laundry and now I have laundry again to put away because of Christmas. And I just did all my laundry yesterday, but I did clean the house. So I'm not a complete disaster. But it's the end of the year, and so I thought I would do one of these. And my buddy Max at one point said I should do one where I talked about things that get on my nerves. And I mean, there's a lot, and I don't know if I could actually figure out how to do that in a concise manner, but I'm going to try to talk about things that get me riled up. And get me ornery. And I want to say that one time when I was like really choked my chicken, although again I think that's masturbation. I need a better phrase, because I can't say like Mark Norman and Sam Morril on their podcast, they say they have this thing called peeves, right? And they just say they're peeves. And 100%, or like the good guys on theirs, they do what are you nuts, and like I just like the really grind my gears from Family Guy. Like these are really good ways of saying the things that drive me nuts. So it was a good year, and I am super thankful for all of the things in my life, minus this administration. Um, I am not going to be thankful for our administration probably for the next 3 solid years. I have spent a few weeks wondering if I could run for president, not because I think that I should be president, maybe, but because I was thinking about how Gavin Newsom might be like the Democratic candidate, right? And how we don't get any say, and just the DNC just chooses a Democratic candidate. And the only thing he's done right is mocking Trump on Twitter recently. And like, I'm not going to say he's a bad guy, but like, we just don't get any say. And why can't we just have someone who is just salt of the earth? Why can't, not salt of the earth, but just a normal person who wasn't raised up in being in politics? Someone who didn't come out of the womb thinking that they needed to try to be in charge of people, someone who just wants to help because they want to help. So that was where I was thinking. And maybe if I tried, maybe it could start a movement where other people tried, and then we could have a party that was actually made up of just everyday average citizens who just wanted to be, helpful. Like, I don't know. It was just up. But so today I'm going to talk about things that get on my nerves. So again, 2025, this is a season of being thankful and saying thank you and being grateful. And I am, man. I got 3 amazing dogs, and I've got a great family, and I've got great friends, and I have people that love me despite the fact that I am like this, and I want for nothing, and I work enough that I'm tired, which is a big thing, and I can afford to do the things that help my body feel better when I am tired. And so again, I am thankful, and I can do all of these things because I currently still live in the land of the free. Currently, we shall see. But I live in a place where, look at this guy. Did you see that, Bruce? That is from cupping. I got a massage last Tuesday before Christmas, and my girl Sarah fucked me up. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know if they're still there. They might still be there. Are they there? Oh, you can see one on that shoulder. My whole back. I was like the itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. It was so much. So yeah, so I am extremely grateful. But now I'm going to talk about things that I am not grateful for, and the list is vast. So I'm going to try to. I don't know how long this will be. I took today off. It's a Monday after Christmas, and I worked the day after Christmas, and I worked the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm working the day after New Year's. And today I only had one house, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. So I have a day off. So I'm going to get a pedicure in a little bit, and that's my day. I'm just going to go get a pedicure. So I'm going to do this, then I'm going to go to pedicure. So I was thinking today about, there's this area in Maryland called Tawny Town. So we'll just start basic. We'll just start real low. Oh, things that get on my nerves. Hair. This guy. Why do we have baby hairs? Right? Hair regrowth. It's awesome that I can regrow hair. Way to not be bald. I would hate to be bald. No offense to women that have thinning hair, but that sucks. And I'm sorry for you, because I can't imagine. I do love my hair. But this guy, like when I grew out my hair when I was a kid, I ended up with this, like my bangs, and I just looked like an asshole for like 2 years of high school. Not the time to look like an asshole. So there's this place in Maryland called Tawny Town, right? It's spelled Taney. It's spelled Taney. It's spelled Taney town, right? Taney Town. Ugh. They Tawny, and I just can't. I abhor, like that is a good word. I abhor words that are said wrong, differently than they're spelled. My mother. My parents just went on this cruise because they don't want me to get any money when they die, the bastards. So they love cruises, which I don't see the point in cruises, man. Take me to a place, put me there, and let me be there. Like, don't just like go be there for a couple hours and get me back on the boat covered in people. Make me nope. I don't want to do it. I hate the idea of being stuck on a boat and not being able to go anywhere. Wide open spaces like the ocean. I'm good. I want an island. So that's the trash is going to be in my yard. So they were in the Caribbean, and my mom gets back, and we go out to dinner belated for my birthday because I'm 44. And my mom was like, yeah, so in the Caribbean, I'm like, mom, it's the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's the Caribbean. And she Googled how to say it. And I was like, I do not care what this says. You know, I've been to St. Croix 9 times. It's the Caribbean. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's the Caribbean. And my dad was like, people can say things differently. I'm like, they can't. And they can say them wrong. And so, like, I know that is Iran, right? That's how you say Iran. I say Iran. I've always said Iran. I've said Iraq. I say Qatar. It's Qatar. I don't even know how to say it. Qatar. I say it wrong. I say Iran. I know I say it wrong. I am wrong. I say it wrong. That's my fault. My mom says it wrong. She dug in and I just looked at her and she was like, well, and I was like, nope, I don't give a fuck. She referenced a Judy Garland song. I hate it when people know that they're saying something wrong and they say it wrong. I don't like to like pretend, which is why I say Iran, because I'm not Iranian. So, you know, like it feels like I'm trying to be the French person who, you know what I mean? Like it feels a little, it just feels a little imposter syndrome for me on that one. I had a whole thing in my head. I hate it when people drive slow in the fast lane. You will never convince me that that is okay. I had a buddy going to a softball tournament and I was like, hey, I passed you on the way here. You shouldn't drive in the left lane. He was like, my cruise control was set to 75, speed limit 70. I was fine. I was like, that is not what that lane is for. Just get over to the right. If you want to go that speed limit, I don't care. Get over. That lane is not for 75 miles an hour. I understand the speed limit is 70. I understand all of that. I understand all of it. Get in the right lane. Get out of the way. You're slowing down traffic. You are the cause of traffic jams. Excuse me. The helmets, the safety helmets in football. Have you seen those? Those big ones. I don't hate them, but they do entertain me. They look like Gazoo's helmet from the Flintstones. I don't know if anyone's going to remember this, but in the Flintstones, he had the little alien that would come and talk to him, Gazoo, and he had the gigantic head. And when you add the safety helmet on top of the helmet, it looks like Gazoo's helmet, and they make me giggle every time. So I don't hate those, but they do. Those just they get stuck in my head. And there was some really good football on last night. The end of the Eagles game was just bananas. I did not expect them to beat the Bills, and then 49ers Bears game was sick. Just I stayed up too late because I couldn't stop watching. So the helmets, those are entertaining. I don't like people that don't like animals. I will never understand you. If you don't see a dog and stop what you're doing to look at the dog, we're not the same. I know I'm aggressive about how much I love dogs. Literally, the Asher House. This is a dude who lives the life that I live. He's got 1,000 acres or something out in, I think, Oregon, and he has all the doggos. And I think what he does is beautiful. And if I could live a life that he has, a life that I would love to live. And if I ever get brave enough, or I find a billionaire who wants to give me money because I'm entertaining but doesn't want to sleep with me, I will buy all the land and rescue all the dogs. I will live his life. But I just don't trust you if you don't like animals. I don't. If you get weird about dog hair or cat hair and you're not allergic, I don't understand. I don't understand people that are like, I don't like it when they lick me. I don't get it. I don't get it. You let humans probably lick your asshole and you can't let a dog lick your face. You're fucking weird. I just don't get it. They are the best. So if you don't like animals, we don't connect on a way. We don't, because you're not normal. The animals are the best. When I was doing horseback riding, which I want to pick up again in the spring, I felt better when I was around the horses. They made me feel like a better human being. I can't wait to do it again. We're just not the same. We're just not the same. I cannot stand it when people interrupt me. If you start talking while I am talking, it breaks something in my brain. With my ADHD, one, it is hard for me to find things, right? Like, I don't know if I've explained it on this. I have a brain, and I think that my brain is built into filing cabinets. And then each filing cabinet has pockets, files, but pockets really. And then it's like necessary, unnecessary, for later, for never, most important. So there's all these different places. And so things just get put in them. And that is where all of my information is at all times. So I can tell you the information. Like I have a very large list of things that get on my nerves. None of them are right now in the most important. I didn't make a list. So we are fighting for my life to dig through these filing cabinets to find things that piss me off. So when someone interrupts me, it takes the things that I'm talking about and it puts them into filing cabinets, and I can't always find them again. And I will then spend however much time trying to dig through the filing cabinets to find the thing that I was talking about. And if I can't find it, I will lose my mind. It's the same way if I am talking to you and I start explaining something. Russ likes to do this to me. I'll start explaining something. He goes, no, it's fine. You don't have to explain. No, I've actually explained to you way too many times how I have to explain. The second the information is in my head and I'm going to tell you, I have to tell you. It's like a pinball machine and the pinballs just start rattling around in there and they don't stop until I get it out. I have to get it out. So no matter how many times he's like, no, I understand you don't have to explain. I have to explain. But if you interrupt me, it just takes what's coming and what I'm going to say and it shuts it down, and then I might lose it. And that is infuriating. Like, because my brain gets trapped. I don't know what this happens to people that don't have ADHD or any other freaking neurodivergent thing, but like I get brain trapped, right? Like time paralysis, which is annoying. But like my client the other day, she had a sweatshirt and it turned out it was a Cincinnati Bearcats, University of Cincinnati Bearcats sweatshirt. And she didn't know what it was. And so I Googled it for her, but I knew I knew it. Probably because I listen to New Heights. But I knew that it was a sports team on this sweatshirt. And so I started Googling it. And then we started talking about it. I was trying to figure it out. And I told her afterwards, I was like, I need you to know if I had not figured that out, I would have texted you on Christmas. I'm like, I hope your Christmas is terrible. Because I never would have stopped thinking about it. Like once my brain is on something, it lives there forever. So you can't interrupt me. So like those things drive me nuts. If you tell me I can't do something, now you've pissed me off. If you tell me to do something, now you've really pissed me off. Because then I'm not going to do it. Even if I wanted to do it, now you've ruined it. Now it's done. Now it's broken. Now it's over. Now, that's one of the most infuriating things about the way my brain works. You can't tell me to do something. And when it happens and I feel it happening, I can't stop what's happening, but my brain immediately shuts down and goes, no, not a fucking chance. And it won't do what it wanted to do just because I was told. I talk about my brain a lot in the context of it's the best worst thing about me, because I do 100% find my ADHD to be a superpower, but it is oftentimes one of the most obnoxious things. Like I am a passenger in this game. I am not in charge. Like I saw a memory on my Snapchat the other day. I had made scrambled eggs. I love scrambled eggs. I have not made scrambled eggs in 2 years. 2 years. Like, hi, my pronouns are she and ADHD. And I made scrambled eggs every day for 6 months. And I have not eaten them in 2 years because I was so disgusted by them after 2 years, after 6 months. I don't know when I'll be able to eat them again, but we shall see. So when people are like, I just realized I had to do laundry while I was doing the dishes. You shut the fuck up. Let's see what else. I hate it when men talk about being good in bed. I had this talk with my friend Maggie the other day. I was laughing because, like TikToks and all those things. And here we go, opening drawers. And you listen, like men just love to brag about how great they are. But no. You're a passenger princess. That's what you are. You are just along for the ride. Like, I heard one time one of my favorite comics, Jordan Jensen, she talked about how she thinks it's hilarious that women think they just deserve this amazing man. And I agree with her. You don't deserve anything. If you suck, you don't deserve this amazing man who's like, I joked with Russ, these these idiotic women that think that women should go backwards and it should be like it was before, where women are just at home and the men take care of everything. And I'm like, what they want is they just don't want to work. These lazy women, they just don't want to work. But what they don't realize is that they're trash. And the men that are going to pick them up and take them home live in a trailer park, and they're going to beat the shit out of them, and they're just going to be stuck in a trailer. They're not going to have these rich men flying in to keep them in their house. And that's what's going to happen. So you can just smoke cigarettes and vacuum all day like it's the 1950s. They're going to be stuck. These fat, ugly bitches are going to be stuck in their trailers, and they're going to be beaten by their husbands because nobody wants them. So it's very ironic to me. You don't deserve anything. That one cracks me up. So men, this is where the good at sexting comes in. These men think that they deserve these hot women. Like, I know a guy who constantly talks about how unattractive the women are around him. He's unattractive. He's not an attractive man. He's always like, oh, all the women are ugly. You are not a prize, sir. What do you think that you deserve? That because you're a man, you just deserve a 10? I don't understand. You don't just deserve an amazing woman because you were born with a penis. That is not real. This loneliness epidemic cracks me up. You guys suck. Women don't want you. That is what has actually happened. You guys are assholes, and women don't want you. And they would rather be single and not have children than be stuck with you. That is what has happened. That's it. It's not that anybody is like, oh, you suck. You just suck. You're not fun. You're not smart. You're not clever. Oh, and you're not good at bed. So, like, here's the thing, is that all you are is the penis, right? And so what women discovered when they made really good sex toys is that we could do it all by ourselves. I think we discovered this a long time ago, but then we discovered again with really good sex toys that it took even less energy. And all we really need you to do is lay there. Like, all you are is just a vessel. You are just a dick. If I take a dildo and I put it on a table, you know what it does? The exact same thing you do. You're not good in bed. You're just a dildo. So the idea that because you have a dick means you deserve anything is ridiculous. Women use you. You are just a little piece of the puzzle that they use to get off. You are not the reason they get off. So these men, oh my God, I'm so good. You're not. I had a whole episode about this, how you're not that good in bed, and women actually do all the work. All we need you to do is don't stop doing the thing that we say you're doing right, and don't stop. Just don't stop. Just do exactly what we say when we say it, and we will like it. That's it. Otherwise, you're just a waste of our time. And shaving our legs. 100%. I don't like how there is a new epidemic of women talking about how they don't need to use soap on their vaginas because we self-clean. Look, man, I get that there's a pH balance. I know all of that. You know what I also know? I know that I use soap on my vagina. I always have. And I know that my vagina has never smelled. I also know that right near my vagina is my butthole. And that gets soap on it too. And it gets washed. I know that a whole bunch of women don't shave anymore, which is a choice, one I will never make. I don't know if I've just been shaving for too long or I just grew up in an era where I don't do it for men. I do it for me. Like, I don't like the way my legs feel when they're hairy. I don't like the way my armpits feel when they're hairy. I don't like the way my vagina feels when it's hairy. I don't like having to search through a jungle to find my own clitoris if I want to get off. It's not about men. It's about me. And so I will always be shaved. But I will also always use soap. Your vagina smells. That's not hygienic. It's the same. Like, I know I don't use deodorant very often. I am not the norm, man. I don't smell. If it is not, it's not okay for the way my depression looks for me to not have the pile of things I don't have, like not having body odor and not getting greasy and not getting acne. And I can just go too long without showering and it not affect me at all. And it is not okay. But that is not the norm for most people. And even if I haven't showered, I use dude wipes. Wash your vagina. Wash your butthole. Use soap. Use soap. It's one of those things, right? Like back in forever ago when they came out with the paleo diet and they were talking about how a bazillion years ago we just didn't cook our food because we didn't have fire. It's the same way how we didn't take antibiotics because we didn't have them, and we didn't take vaccines because we didn't have them, and we didn't wear deodorant because we didn't have it, and we didn't use soap because we didn't have it. And so all these things, they just didn't exist, and so we didn't use them. And I do not agree that you need to shower every day. I 100% believe that it is bad for your skin and your hair, based on the fact that I can go as long as I can without showering. It is not bad for my skin or my hair. However, we do have soap. Wash your fucking body. I don't understand how there are people now that are like, well, we didn't always. Please go use soap. Please go use soap on your vagina. Please use it on your balls and your testicles and your penis. Please go do all the things. Please just do the things. Just do all the things. God, please do the things. It is this is an important place. It's an important place. It's just wash it. And if it's stinky, everyone smells it. So just, and it's not like musky. Like, I know that I've got some buddies from St. Croix, and they don't use deodorant, and they say within the gay community it's like musky and it's an arousing thing, which is fine. I get that. Fine. That is not musk. That is just ugh. So just go wash soap. You just go. I don't like that people are so flippant about sexually transmitted diseases now. They're serious. Herpes, HPV. I know that chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, I know that they can all be cured. I know that. It's a big deal to just be giving people diseases. Talk to your partners before you have sex. Talk about the fact that you have them, so you don't just give them to people so that they have a choice. The idea that everybody just thinks everybody has these diseases, it's very, very crazy to me that people are flippant about like HIV. It was such a serious thing when I was a kid, and it's insane to me that it's not as serious now. Because autism's serious? This weird world is very strange. I do not like that people cannot admit when they make a mistake. I do it all the time. I don't make many, so I don't have to do it that often. That's not true. I do it all the time. When I am wrong, I admit that I'm wrong. And honestly, I do this fun thing where I just don't dig in if I'm wrong. I've said it to a few people. If I know that I am not right, if I am not 100% that I am right, and I mean that, like, if I am not without exception correct, I will not dig. If I know that I am right, watch me. I will put on the brakes, and I will hold fast, and I will just, let's go. I will burn the house down to prove that I am right, because I have an ego and I have a problem with being right. And that is me. And we just live like that. But if I am not that, I won't dig in, because I can't prove that I am right. And I hate being wrong. So I don't do that. And I do, in fact, admit when I am wrong. So I hate when people can't. Like, for example, I mean, I had to bring it up a little bit. This entire administration, I mean, this is a farce, right? Like, Trump literally put his name on the Kennedy Center. We can start to admit, some of us that haven't yet, that what is happening is wrong. If you voted for him and you haven't at this point admitted that you made a mistake, you can. You really can. You can come over. And I'm not saying be a Democrat, because again, they suck too. But I'm saying you can admit you made a mistake, because you should admit that this was a mistake. Not for China. China's living large. China's made like $3 trillion in this trade war. They are killing it. They have got all the clients. Since we put tariffs on everybody, they are all going to China. China is living their best life, man. Living their best life. I mean, I'm a little bit petty, man. I am just a little bit Tom fucking Petty. He's dead, man. There's a lot of room for being petty in this world. So yeah, I don't like it when you can't admit that you're wrong. I hate hypocrisy. Ooh, I've talked to Max about this, because Max, he's ADHD too. So I know that there's a lot of gray in life. I know, like, there's a whole lot of gray areas. I know that. However, if it is black and white, I need you to know that I see only black and white. So you hear all these noises? Wind, water, earth, fire, heart, your powers combined. I am Captain Planet. I need someone. Oh my God, if anybody has made it to almost 30 minutes, I need someone to tell me they enjoyed that because that was fun. And I didn't do that on purpose, but I'm fucking here for it. Last night when Maggie and Sammy were over, I tried to quote movies like 9 different times. Do you know what it is like trying to quote movies with 2 girls who are one, it's 44, 26, and 29? So they're children and they never watch movies. And my brain lives in movie quotes, and I had nothing. Nothing. Like we even talked about the lookout on the top of the houses down in like the Outer Banks, and I was like, yeah, Practical Magic, they jumped off that. 2 girls have not seen Practical Magic. How? I literally just quoted Captain Planet, and I'm by myself, so I can't even be like, who heard that? That was amazing. Nobody. There was no. I'm in a mirror because I'm talking about. God damn, that was nice. Nice. I have been watching all the things, but I showed Russ the other day the Kelsey brothers, right, on their podcast. They had Jason Kelsey's oldest daughter Wyatt one day, and she popped on the screen. This was in season 1, and Travis was all excited. And I don't know if you get excited when little kids do stuff, but hi Charlie, she had gymnastics, and Jason was like, "What are you wearing?" And her face, she goes, "A leotard." She's the cutest thing. And there's this little English boy, I think he's English, and he does cooking videos on Instagram and TikTok, and he literally goes, "Today," and he screams it every time. Okay, that's another thing. It annoys me that people believe me when I say that I don't like kids. I love kids. I love children. I love babies. My body was literally made. Am I in my super comfy sweatpants? Well, yes. Yes, I am. Also, that I feel like my dad right now. So I was made for holding babies. Look at this. My hips, right? My hips are literally a baby fits perfectly right here. Also, beer cans used too as well. See, look, we got little chubs. So I literally can hold a baby right here perfectly. I do, in fact, love kids. I love babies. I love the way they smell. I do not like being vomited on. I love playing with little kids. When Kara still lived in Frederick and Wade was super, super little, I would go over there and I would just play with Zilla. I love little kids. I love my nephews. However, 1, I don't like annoying children. If your child is annoying, that's your fault. Fuck that kid. Number 2, I do not like that we have made a society where you cannot reprimand other people's children. When I grew up in our neighborhood, we all played. It was a great neighborhood for kids because there were a ton of kids. When I was at my neighbor's house, that parent was in charge of me. I listened to that parent. They were allowed to reprimand me. If your kid is being stupid around me, I'm going to tell your kid to stop being stupid. Because yes, it does take a fucking village. And if your kid is being an idiot, someone should tell them they're being an idiot and to stop, because that is how you prevent harm. If you have made your kid an obnoxious kid, that's your fault. Fix it. I don't want to be around an obnoxious kid. Also, telling people I don't like their kids does keep me from babysitting. I don't feel like that's a loss. Would I babysit people's kids who I really cared about? Absolutely. I'm not that person. I do, in fact, when I really care about someone, I will watch their kids. I do love children. If I love you, I'm going to love your kids. That's how that works for me. I just don't put on pretense. I don't jump up and down and get overjoyed at the idea of being alone with someone's children. I'm not a liar. I'm not hanging out with you to hang out with your kids. I'm hanging out with you to hang out with you. If you happen to have a cute baby that I can hang out with for a little while, that's cool too. If your kids aren't annoying, that's fine too. If they are annoying, I'm probably going to get annoyed. Kids at a certain age get really fucking annoying. Around 7 or so, when all they do is batter you with questions. Ew. There's this chick on Instagram who does the Trump's losses for the week. And whenever she talks about the Supreme Court overturning something that he did that was stupid, she just goes, ew. I love her. Oh, God, I love her. A leotard! Oh, I'm 5. Oh, God. Let's see. I hate that there's always trash in my little yard, right? So all the trash, there's liquor store, pho place, pizza bowlies. I think those are the only ones with doors over here. I think Charlie's is on the other side. Their trash blows in my car area and in my yard, and they never pick it up. And that drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. And I've talked to the liquor store guy about it, and nothing changes. And I've lived here for 8 years, and I do pay a very little amount of money. And so I don't complain because I pay a very little amount of money and I don't want a roommate. And so I'm not going to complain about something that might change the way I live. Because me and the dogs love it here and I don't want to move. And I still hate the idea because the owner of this house, the husband, he's technically, I think, still in jail, awaiting trial for inappropriately touching his patients. So I'm still nervous that I'm going to have to move. See? So I really, really, I just don't want to move out of this house. I really do love this little house. I hate it when people call me for no reason. I don't like small talk. I also hate it when you get in touch with me and you use the pretense. If we never talk, hi, how are you? What do you want? What do you want? If you never talk to me, don't do that. Don't pretend that you care. Just ask me what you want. Just lay it out there. I don't need your bullshit. It's okay. We're not friends. We don't have to be friends. I don't have to be friends with everybody. I make a great friend. If you are my friend, you're welcome. If we have made it that far into the place where we are actually good friends, that's awesome for both of us, because I guarantee you that you're an awesome friend if we've made it that far, and I know that I am. So awesome for both of us. If we are not friends, sucks for you, because I mean, I know what I bring to the table. So, but I don't need to be friends with everybody. I don't need pretense. Just tell me what you fucking want. And I don't want, that's another thing. I've talked about that on this before. I don't put on airs. I don't pretend. If I don't like you, I'm not going to pretend to like you. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of lip service. I am not going to put on airs. I am not going to be at your beck and call. I'm not going to act some sort of way if you're going through a hard time. We're not friends. If we're not friends, we're not friends. That is just how it is. Everybody on this planet goes through hard shit. I don't see you at my door pretending to be my friend when I'm going through hard shit. I'm not going to be at yours pretending when you go through hard shit. You don't have to. We're not fucking friends. I hate when men talk about abortion. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. You have no idea what you're talking about. None. Zero. Zilch. It's just nada. I hate it. And I do think that in a relationship, men should get a discussion. I 100% believe that it is a woman's choice. You have 2 seconds of involvement in this process. Women have 9 months. It is our bodies that get ripped apart and that carry the parasite for 10 months. It is our bodies. I hate that women are dying in this country because of what has happened to women's rights. I hate that any man has the audacity to put on the table that babies are, that the cells are a baby, and that has more validity than a woman, because when that woman dies, she was alive, right? Like if I died today because I was pregnant, I couldn't get an abortion. I'm 44 years old. I've been alive for 44 years. You're saying that I have less cause to be alive than something that isn't alive, that hasn't even taken a breath. I 100% believe that the Jews do it the best, where life conception is at first breath, the way the Bible says. Pesky Jews, right? They've got that Old Testament. They were here first. So whenever a Christian comes at anybody with a Bible as the reason behind why they're anti-abortion, you're full of shit. The Jews were there first, and the Jews say it's at breath. So take a step back, asshole. The entire argument for abortion was because doctors were created, and they wanted the money, and so they asked the government to step in and go after midwives and the medicine women and the women who would give you an herb to stop the quickening when you realize that you might have missed a period but your baby hadn't moved yet. The quickening, it hadn't quickened. They could take an herb and it would help them pass, because not everybody needed a baby all the time. Well, the doctors, those new doctors, they went to the government and they had them step in. And that was how the fight against abortion started. It was all about money, because it's always all about money. So I get angry when people talk about women's rights because women die. And as a woman, I find it super offensive. Same with dogs. I mean, not the same, because not, but like, I saw this thing the other day. This dog had been rescued and had to have his penis amputated because it had been abused. What are we doing? What are we doing? Humans, come on, man. Stop abusing animals. And if it's a kid, then parent better, because what the fuck? I mean, they are the best. I stand by. That is one of my biggest tells about whether or not you are a human I should talk to, is how you are with animals, especially dogs. Cats, I'm going to give you an inch, because cats can be cunts. You know how I know cats can be cunts? I'm a cat. And I 100% believe this, that I am a cat, because Again, you can only touch me if I want you to touch me. You can only be around me if I want you to be around me. You can only talk to me if I want you to talk to me. How dare you talk to me when I don't want to be talked to anymore today? Even though you don't know that I am done talking to people. You've texted me, you have called me, and I can't make a conversation anymore. How dare you? Now I'm mad. You have no idea that I can't talk anymore, and I'm still mad. It's bananas. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I'm absolutely a cat. So 40 minutes. All right, I'm gonna call it now because I think I'm reaching for stuff to be annoyed at, and I'm gonna make a list the next time I start getting annoyed because I know there's more stuff. I want to thank those of you who have been on this journey with me for 2025. I'm gonna try to do it more than once and never in 2026. Um, I'm also hoping that maybe the headlines aren't so oniony. God, man, I posted this Onion article about about Trump looking for any way to get rid of JD Vance. And a dude on my Facebook definitely was like, fake news. And I was like, yeah, for once, dude, you're right. This is fake news because this entire newspaper is satire, for fuck's sake. So I'm hoping that maybe the actual news in 2026 won't sound so much like the Onion, and maybe South Park won't have so much to make their cartoons about, and maybe life doesn't have to look quite so much like art in the future. I hope that 2026 is amazing for everybody. I hope that anything that you lacked in 2025, I hope you find in 2026. I hope that you can have peace and a lack of trash in your yard. I hope that if you have animals that they just thrive. My dog has Cushing's now. God, man, I took him to the vet. It's just my bulldog. I got the one healthy English bulldog. One. He's it. He's 10, no arthritis. His eyes are going a little bit. He's 10. Of course they are, right? This dog will be dead within 5 years because he's a bulldog. They don't live that long. This dog is as healthy as can be. This beagle, Charlie Sheen, dog's gonna live until she's 90 to drive me nuts. This fucking bitch. She has Cushing's. She has Cushing's. She makes too much cortisol, which explains why she has panic attacks. It explains why this bitch has a reactivity issue where she attacks all of us. She attacked me the other day because I flexed my calf and she was laying next to me. This dog, she is Cushing. So now I got to start paying into meds for this girl every month. So I hope that your animals are healthy. I hope that your kids are healthy. I hope that 2026 is a great year for everybody. I hope that just all the nonsense gets a little quieter. I hope that it is maybe a little less loud in here. I could use a little more sleep. So I am hoping that maybe it's a little less loud in here. And find a charity that you like, man. Find 17 of them. I've been wasting my money on charities. But you know, there are worse things to waste money on, so why the hell not, right? It is the time of giving. So man, I really do. I hope that everybody gets to ring in the new year the best way they know how. I drove through Times Square. Russ took me to New York City for my birthday, and I ended up feeling pretty sick the one whole day we had there, but we did drive through Times Square on the way out, and I would have been overstimulated like a motherfucker. So it's probably best we didn't do it. But hopefully I stay awake long enough to watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve, because I would like to put this trash year of American politics out of my mind. A brilliant year of friendships and softball and love and just experiences. I absolutely enjoyed 2025, but I would like to put the political spectrum out of my mind and jump into a new one in 2026. So I really do. Thank you for doing all of this. Thank you for coming along for 20 episodes. If you haven't, welcome. If you want to go away, I get it. But damn it, man, save the empire, be loud, be indignant, be everything you gotta be, and find a way to fight back, because these fuckers don't like any of us anymore. I appreciate you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. And happy every other fucking holiday. It's not about cutting out Christmas. I actually might say happy holidays from now on, just because I realized, I don't know why it took me so long to just realize this, because again, small minds. It's so all encompassing. It makes it so much easier. I don't have to say anything else. You know, takes me a minute, but I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year.